Alright, I'm back and I have the TCM right here. As you can see, I have two rubber bands holding the foam on the bottom. This is the foam that I bought to make a cover for it. And right now, I'm just going to test it again. I have another video on what I just did as far as the just sort of soldering the legs on the chips and just the bigger pads that I saw on there, and I'm gonna test it out and see what happens. This is what I came up with in order to just test it for now. So if it does work, because there's nothing obvious that I can see like a burn resistor, capacitor, or whatever it's in there. I'm not an expert on all the electronics on here, but again, there's a lot of tiny resistors on there. I did check the resistance on those. I checked to make sure that they weren't shorted. Nothing is burned that you can see. So I've done as much as I can and cleaning it up and all that good stuff. I do have another video on what I did under the microscope, so you can see that. I have to edit that and do all that compression on the videos because they do get pretty big from that camera. So I'm going to test this out. We're going to go to the car, get that put back on there, just plugged in, get the battery on there, and see if that made any difference or if there's another component that's maybe bad. Let me see what else. I would like to do a thermal imaging to see if there's a hotspot on there, but I do not have a thermal camera. So if there's a manufacturer that has a thermal camera that you guys would like me to test, I can do that. Just in case there's something else going on here, because all I have to do is just warm up the car now without even driving it, and after like the blue light goes off on that dash, then I start getting that problem. So right now I did resolder the all the pads on all the big chips, and then just whatever big pads I could find around the board. Again, nothing obvious. So I was thinking of a thermal camera. I don't know if that's gonna make any difference. I mean, I do need to get that the code on the car, because I thought I had it but I can't find it. So hopefully I can get that as well. And also I might be checking the other sensors around the transmission on the outside. There are a couple of other sensors that you can look at. I'm not saying that's the problem, but it's just kind of weird. I already checked all the grounds. Grounds are good. Power seems good. So let's go test this baby up. And don't forget to subscribe. Alright, I'm on the Mazda 3, and here is the code. It's a U0101 permanent lost communication with TCM. That was the code before, so let's go ahead and erase it. I haven't turned the car on yet. Are you sure? Erase all DTCs. Yes. I just put the battery back on there. I got the TCM back on there, so let's see what happens now. Come on, tell me you don't have anything yet. So let's turn it on and warm the car up. So I'll be back. Well, I'm back inside the car. I am testing the fix that I did on the TCM, and as you can see, the letters are back, no AT on there. And I've been running the car for 15 minutes straight, and before that it was on. But before I turned the car on, I did clear the code that was on there, and then I came in, turned it on, and I've been letting it sit here for over 15 minutes. So let me show you right now. Let's go back to neutral. We got neutral, or reverse, neutral, sorry, drive. I can even go to first gear, manual, go back. By this time, just turning the car on, the AT light would have come on, but it hasn't come on, and I had it on for a while now. It's already warmed up. Everything is coming back to life. I think we fixed it, or I think I fixed it by just soldering the pads. I always get tongue twisted with that, but yeah, there's no more AT light there. So let me turn it off. Again, I haven't done anything else. So there's the AT light. It went off as you saw it. But I want to check the transmission control module on here. There's an option to check the module, so let's go ahead and look at it. Diagnosis. So let's do this test. Continuous TTC. Turn on ignition off and back on. Off. On. I'm not turning the car on. So let's go ahead and see where we're at. Oh, system passed this time. Well, I never done that before, but okay, that's cool. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let me unhook the, what do you call it? The this right here, because we want to go back from the beginning and see if we got any code stored. Now that, all right, we're back. It's on. Let's see what does it say? Because as soon as it came on here, I was getting that 101. So fingers crossed. Let's see. Oh, what am I stepping on the brake for? Okay, that's still coming on. But no AT light. So I don't know what the heck is going on with this thing. Lost communication. Let's see. Let's turn it on. For the second time, it's already warmed up. I'm gonna take it for a drive later, but I have to put everything back, silicone that cover, and I gotta put the other scanner on just to see what I get, if anything. So let's shift gears, and I just wanted to warm it up to make sure that it's not coming back on its own, because by this time I didn't even have to drive it. It was already acting up. But AT light is gone completely. Car's already warm up. I can shift fine. Holy cow. Looking good. I don't know what the deal with this permanent communication is. I mean, it could still be a bad module. I don't know. Man, there was nothing obviously burn or anything like that. All I did was resolder the pads or the legs on the chips and the bigger solder points on the board. I mean, I was just trying that out just to make sure. I do have the videos for that coming. I'm gonna try to do that before these videos, hopefully, but so everything's kept in order. But you can see I'm testing it and it's not coming back, and the car's already warmed up. And by this time, I should have already gotten the light, or this lights wouldn't be working by now. Because I didn't have to drive it. You would get that as soon as everything was warmed up. So let me stop this here and put the other scanner on. Let's see what we get. Pretty is not, but here is the end result. I just put that foam on it, cut the square, put it in there. It's nice and snug fit, and just liberally just went ahead and put silicone around the edges. Like I said, not pretty, but functional. So I'm gonna let that cure. I'll put the 2 rubber bands over there just around it, just to make sure it doesn't fall off. Just to keep it on there. It's not gonna hurt anything. Yeah, it's not gonna look pretty, but it seems to be functional after everything that I did on under the microscope with the soldering the pads, the big pads, and then just chips. So that was pretty much it for this video. And now it's time to let it cure, put everything back together, and test the car. I already had it on for about 15-30 minutes. Everything seems to be working, but obviously you gotta run it at least a little more than that just to make sure everything comes to temp and see if it'll keep working. That's all I can do, and we'll see. So I just tested the car for about an hour. I think everything is normal. Came back and went to look at the OBD. As you can see, everything's turning green. It says evap. I'm not sure which one it is, but that old code is no longer showing. There are no powertrain DTCs or anything in the car. Worked beautifully. So there you go. The TCM problem has been fixed. And you can check out the other videos on what I did on that